So thanks for joining us. We are in Chesterfield Township today. First of all, with Brad Kersten, who is the Township Supervisor here. And we are at sort of by 24 Mile and Gratiot. We're a little bit east of Gratiot. So we are at the Crandall Drain. This is really the entire drain is probably about 3 miles long, but it's one of our projects that we're doing this year. And we're going to do a little over 5,000 feet of the Crandall Drain. And when I say we're going to do it, we're going to fix this drain to the best of our ability here. You can see by looking at parts of this drain here, it hasn't been touched probably, I'm sure, since the subdivision was put in. And as everybody knows, in Chesterfield Township for certain, in New Baltimore area, we had some very heavy rain events last year, which actually ended up flooding quite a few people, unfortunately. I mean, it was over 7 inches of rain, which is like biblical types of rain. You just never see that, right? It's almost historic. But we certainly identified then some areas that need to have some additional work. The township was very, very instrumental in making sure that this work is going to happen. And so we've done it in cooperation with them by identifying where, we don't have unlimited money. We've already done, like last year we did, over $100,000 worth of drain work in Chesterfield Township. In fact, some of the drain work had just been done before that heavy rain event. It could have been much worse. I know nobody wants to hear that, but we have to keep working at these drains. Hopefully you'll never have another 7-inch rain. But who knows, I don't know if it's climate change, something's happening. All over we are getting a lot more precipitation, and the intensity of these rainfalls is incredible. So we're trying to do things all over the county. But again, we're very much focused on Chesterfield Township because of some of the issues that they've had. So we're on this Crandall Drain. We're here, we're going to you can see our contractor in the background here with his excavator. So obviously we come out and take a look at it and see about how we can, get rid of any kind of overgrown brush or whatever might be in any of these drains. We need to muck it out and get it down to historical depths so that it's going to function the way that it was originally designed. And whatever we do here will obviously help significantly. God forbid we get another kind of rain event like that, but even in a normal heavy rain event, that the drain then of course is going to be flowing much better. Now, if you have a roadside ditch in front of your house, that is not a county drain. That's a county road ditch. So that's not what I'm talking about here. County, that's for the road commission. The road commission does your neighborhood ditches that are in front of your home. But, all of that goes into our county drains. So everything works in tandem. We have to do it jointly. And many of the subdivisions in Chesterfield and so many of the areas all over Macomb County, particularly in the northern part, many of these subdivisions were put in as part of the plat. There's a retention basin also in the subdivision or somewhere in the subdivision. That's part of their stormwater management. Those also need attention by the homeowner association. Let me give you a little tough love here. The HOA is almost always responsible for those retention basins. So that means the homeowners have to take care of those retention basins. And after that heavy rain event, there were a number of them. I mean, these things have not been maintained again in decades. So, what happens? They're choked with phragmites and different things. And I know the township has done a lot of outreach with the homeowner associations trying to, help everybody. What can we do? We all have to sort of work together here. We all have different jurisdictions of what we can do. So I'm the drain commissioner, public works commissioner, but I'm the drain commissioner. So I'm in the drain business and we're fixing these drains. And anyway, we're excited to be out here today. You can see the work happening in the background behind us. Some of this that has been recently taken out, and then we've got our mulch mat. We're always very careful about soil erosion and complying with regulations, etc., to make sure when we leave a site, it's much better than when we got there, and that it's safe and that it will grow back up and the vegetation will take, which is important obviously for stabilizing the sides of the drain. and making sure that aesthetically it looks nice and can be mowed and all of that. So I just wanted to say to the supervisor how much we appreciate working with you and your team. All of you have been very, very engaged, obviously, since you've been in office there, in fact, before you had the heavy rain event, about different projects that we could do together. A lot of these projects are paid for in what we call our 50-50 match program. So your county commissioner, in this case Phil Kraft, has helped us, and the County Board of Commissioners gives us X amount of dollars in their budget, goes into our budget, and then we're able to go around to all the different municipalities. So, we're paying half, you're paying half, right?
Yes.
So you might just...
Well, to follow up on what the commissioner said, the rain event of July, August definitely highlighted some of the areas of neglect throughout the township, and we're solution-based. We've got to figure out ways to make this better and to stop it, or at least lessen the impact of the heavy rain events that seem to be occurring more and more. So we identified it right away, reached out to the commissioner's office. What can we do as a township to promote this, clean out the drains, get the water flowing, so at least if it happens again, it's not as severe if we can manage it. Immediately, the commissioner came up with a plan. We agreed to it. The township did participate with some matching funds, and this is the result of it. This is just a small area of it. As she said, there's a lot more to do. We'll continue doing that, and it's been a great partnership. Again, the township can't do anything without partnerships, whether it be the Road Commission, Department of Roads, or the Drain Commissioner or Commissioner's Office, and literally we rely on those folks to help us solve these problems that we're faced with. You've been wonderful to us as a community, wonderful to me as a supervisor, and it's a great pleasure and honor to be out here with you and then watching these guys work and throughout the township. So great event for us, and appreciate everything you do for us as residents.
Well, as you say, it's all about partnerships.
Yes.
And we all have to work together, and that includes the residents, right? So there are some things that you can do to help yourself, as I was talking about with retention ponds or whatever you might have in your subdivision, or, if you're in a neighborhood where your storm drain grate in your subdivision there is all full of leaves and it's all covered up with whatever, guess what? It's not going to drain very well. So think about keeping it clean. There's just a lot of things that we can all do individually as well. But anyway, this is a really good project. I'm very excited about the progress. Again, you can see here how much progress there's already been on this. But I don't know how many feet I'm looking at here, but when I told you we have 5,000 feet to do, we got a long way to go here.
We do.
Yeah.
They do. They have a lot of work to do.
They do. So we're getting it done. We're getting it done. So thanks for joining us.
Follow us on social media. For more information, explore our website. Reach out via email or connect to our toll-free hotline, 1-877-679-4337.